The first card you have for your past is the Three of Cups. I'm seeing, yes, if you look at this card, this is about an abundance and a celebration. I'm seeing an abundance, obviously, in this card. The women in this card are kind of dancing around, celebrating a harvest. There's a lot of fruit, pumpkins, beautiful flowers, everything all around this card, and they're dancing around. And I'm actually seeing there could be a job opportunity or a new job or a new work contract or something like that, something around that. And maybe you hadn't actually started at this time. So this was like a celebration time. It was like a celebration before the unknown, because I'm getting the sense of knowing that you had this, but you were going to have to learn some new skills or learn something a bit unfamiliar, a bit scary like that. So you knew that there was going to be some stress around this learning that you were going to have to do with this job or whatever this was. You weren't ready to think about that yet. It was like this time where this was like a time of celebration. It was like you knew you had the job or whatever it was. You knew you weren't starting for a little while. This was this in-between time. So you're like, yes, I've been through the application process. I've done this. I've got it. It's mine. I'm celebrating right now. I know that there's going to be some learning. I know this is going to be really a little bit difficult, a bit stressful, but I'm not going to think about that now. I'm just going to celebrate and be happy that I've got this. So I'm seeing this is going to be something really, really different, something where you knew that you were going to have to learn and experience some totally different things. So it was going to be exciting, it was going to be interesting, happy, all of these things, a step up from where you were, definitely. But this is going to come with a lot of, or this was going to come with a lot of learning, a bit of stress as well. But you weren't kind of thinking about that at this time. Well, you were, but you were kind of saying, well, I'm not going to think about that now. I know I've got it. I'm just going to celebrate the fact that I do have this opportunity. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your past is the Page of Pentacles. So yes, this could be about learning as well, this card. This page is looking up toward something that he wants to learn, something he's aspiring to. So yeah, this is you looking up to what you want to achieve, looking forward to this job or looking forward to this new opportunity that's coming up for you. I think as well, you know that there's going to be a lot of learning, again, a lot of stress, but it's going to be really, really good for you. This opportunity, this is going to open up a whole new world for you. That's what I'm seeing in this card. Yes, look at the way this beautiful golden coin's lighting up the sky. It's making the whole sky golden. So I'm seeing you, when you do this job, finally, if you haven't already started, you're going to, or you are meeting some really, really interesting people through this opportunity. There's also a money increase for you. I'm seeing that as well with this beautiful coin in this card. And the learning process as well. So you'll go through this. It's going to be quite difficult, but the challenges are definitely going to be worth it. So this is going to be a total change of direction for you, and not just in your work, but in other areas of your life. So this is a completely new thing. This is like, you might have had certain kinds of jobs or a certain kind of career. This is something completely different altogether. You're going to be a complete learner when you start this. It's going to be exciting, it's going to be scary, but it's going to be really the best thing ever for you. That's what I'm seeing. And I think you know that. And I think that's why you're celebrating so much in this Three of Cups. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your past is, yes, the Devil. The ugly, horrible, old, nasty Devil. I'm seeing someone who you were actually in contact with at this time. I'm actually seeing you could still be in contact with this person, because I'm seeing this person might be around you, but yes, it could be that you had some kind of codependent relationship with this person once. One of you was really relying on the other one very, very heavily for support. Maybe even for financial support, I'm seeing. I'm not seeing if this is you or them, but one of you was really heavily, heavily dependent on the other person, and it wasn't very healthy, this over-dependence. this isn't happening at this time. It could be that you were in a relationship with them. It could be that you've been on and off in a relationship with this person, because at this time I'm seeing that you might have just been friends with this person. You still have a connection with this person, but you have had a love connection with them in the past. I'm seeing that again. You have had a love connection. If you look at this devil's legs, they're forming a heart shape. So you had a love connection with this person. And at this time, you're not officially romantically connected, but you might be friends, but there might be some kind of blurring between friends and romantic love. That's why I'm very confused in this card. I am seeing a danger of maybe you falling back into this kind of codependency situation with this person if you don't watch things, if you're not too careful. Because I'm seeing that at this time, this isn't a negative relationship, or it wasn't at this time, and it probably isn't now. You're probably still talking to them now or friends with them now. So this is not a toxic or a bad or a kind of a codependent relationship now, but it has been in your past. It has been in your past. This is not negative now, but it has been in your past. But what I'm seeing is this might be a warning to you that you could very easily fall back into your old roles with this person. Now, I'm seeing that you probably have a very long history with this person. You might have fallen back into these roles with this person a few times. You could have gone out of this, back into again, out again, I'm supposed to be saying. I'm not really saying. I can't even say the word again. So you could have been out of this, back again, out, back again. That kind of thing I'm seeing happening in your past. Back out, back out. So you are friends at this time, or you were. Everything was fine. You were just talking normally. There was no problem or no negativity around this. But if you're not careful, you could fall into that again if you're not watching what's happening. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is the Four of Wands. So yes, as I was seeing, this relationship or this friendship or whatever this is, it isn't all bad. It's actually quite positive sometimes. And it's not bad right now either. You might be talking to this person. I'm seeing a lot of texting happening. And I'm seeing that you're just talking to them just as friends. You might have a little bit of flirting happening every now and again, but you are really just friends at this time. And I'm seeing you talking to them, chatting, texting, all of that kind of thing. You might be joking a bit at this time as well. There might be a bit of distance between you at this time. You're kind of close, but you're not as close as you were. That's what I'm seeing. You do feel very comfortable around this person. Yes, this card can be about homecoming or feeling at home. So you do feel at home around this person. You're used to them. You're familiar with them. The way things are now are very different to the way things used to be with this person. I'm seeing that there could be a part of you that actually would like to be close to this person romantically. But again, I'll just say this, there's always going to be a kind of a risk that you'll fall into your own ways with this kind of codependent, with one person being really, really too dependent on the other person. That's what I'm seeing. And again, I can't see who this is, who falls into what role, but it doesn't matter. It's not good for either of you to be in that situation. And I think you know that. And maybe that's why you haven't gone back into a full relationship. You'd like to, but maybe you're afraid of things going back to where they were. And maybe this person is as well. It might be that. The next card you have for your present is the Six of Pentacles. So yes, again, uneven relationships. So this is about unfairness or things being uneven. And again, I'm seeing there is a risk you could fall back into this unbalanced situation again with this person if you don't watch things. I'm getting this feeling of you both connecting, you're talking, and I'm seeing that you're both kind of secretly thinking or hoping that things might go further again, that things might turn back into a full relationship again. You both could be thinking about this, but you might not be saying this to the other person. You might just kind of be sitting back. I'm seeing both of you you're both still attracted to each other. You're both still friends. You're both still worried about getting back into old ways again. but you would like more with them, and they might like more with you as well. I am seeing you having some funny conversations, you're having some fun conversations going on in between you, texting, talking. I'm seeing you can be very relaxed together, actually. I don't mean to be negative, but you're always going to have this problem with them that you could easily slip back into your old devil-like dynamic. That's what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing that you probably both know that. You probably both have that in your minds, and that's why you're kind of only going so far and not going any further. That might be what's happening. So the last card you have, your present, is the Star. So yes, you are going through these times where yes, you're going through quite a difficult time where you're going to have to, or you are having to watch your finances. You're having to watch your finances. I know this, I don't normally see this in the Star card, and nobody else does either. I know I'm a bit strange, but this is what I'm seeing. I see different things in the cards each time I do a reading. Different things stand out to me, and I see different things in them. So at this time, I am seeing you being very careful of your finances, because what I'm seeing here is this beautiful woman in this card. She's washing by the water, or she has been washing herself. And I'll lift it up so you can see. So she's been washing herself in the moonlight. This is a beautiful card. And what she's doing is she's pouring back the water in that she hasn't used. So you might be recycling things. You might be using the same things over and over again. You might be mending things, buttons on things, instead of buying new clothes. You might be using the same things again and again to save money. It might be that kind of thing. And, you know, if you look at this woman, she's also naked. We can all see that. So this makes me think of a little bit of vulnerability. So it can be very vulnerable, feeling that you have to be very careful with your money. It can be a precarious position to be in. If you overspend in one area, you have to be very careful in another area. Things could be very carefully balanced between bills, things you have to pay, that kind of thing. So yes, you are having to be very careful around money, and usually this would really stress you out and make you really upset. But at this time, you're not as stressed. You are in this position, but you're not as stressed as you normally are, because I think that you know that this opportunity is coming up for you. You're in this position now, but you're not going to be in the future. You know that. And you're hopeful. You know this is all going to work out, because yes, you have the Star. You have this beautiful big star. So this is the Star of hope and knowing that something better is going to come up. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. So this could be a reminder to you, actually. You are still going to be in a position where you're watching your money until you get into this new opportunity or this new job or whatever this new thing that's coming up for you. But, you know, you're not spending as much, you're being careful, all of that kind of thing. But you know that this job or whatever this is isn't far away for you at this time. So it is coming up for you soon at this time. So try to rest your mind. Try to rest your mind until that time comes, because stressing about money isn't going to bring you money. That's the last thing it's going to do. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to make it go away, but stressing isn't going to bring you money. It's not going to make any difference to whether you have money or not, or whatever. Some people even say that if you stress about money and say, I haven't got any money, you're not going to have any money. That's what some people say. But it definitely isn't going to bring you money. Saying I haven't got any money isn't going to bring you money, that's for sure. This is going to come into you. You know this through this opportunity. You can see this, like this beautiful, colourful stained glass window in this card. But yes, this is just telling you, just try to rest as much as you can until this time comes. Rest your mind. This is going to come with a lot of learning, and a bit of stress is going to come when you start this new job. So try to relax, try to conserve your energy until that time. You're going to need all the energy, as much energy as you can, to kind of focus when you do start this job or this opportunity or this position or whatever this is that's coming. So you're going to need your energy at this time. So conserve your energy, try to rest as much as you can. I'm also seeing that someone around you, at this time, this could be someone around your home, or maybe even someone in your home. This person could be creating some stress around you, creating some drama around you at this time. Someone could be saying some hurtful things, some stressful things to you, because I'm seeing these swords coming down on this poor person, on their head and on their chest, so on their head and on their heart. So this person's saying things that, or they're going to be saying things that are going to hurt you emotionally and hurt your head. They'll be going around and round in your head. So I'm seeing that you might just have to avoid this person at this time, because you're not quite ready to tackle this great, big, difficult, dramatic person at this time. Now, if they're in your home or around your home, you're going to have to just lay low and just let them do whatever they want until you've started this job or whatever this thing is, you've settled in, you're back on your feet financially, you're more stable, you've gotten over this kind of stressful time of learning this new thing, everything's settled down, and then you can start to tackle this person. You're either going to kind of say something to them, address them, have a big meeting with them, either move out, even it might even get that dramatic, or it might be that they're going to move out, something like that. Something is going to happen where there's going to be a change with this person, and it's a good thing because they're creating a lot of stress in your life. That's what I'm seeing. But this is only going to happen when you're feeling a lot stronger. That's the right time to kind of tackle this. The next card you have, your future, is Judgment. So yes, you're going to be going through quite a stressful time. So just when you need to rest, this difficult person around your home or whoever this is, they're going to try to judge you. They're going to try to blame you for something. They're going to be saying, I expect an apology. You've done this terrible thing. Oh, please apologize. I'm really offended. They're one of these people that get overly offended over a tiny thing. I mean, they're the kind of person who you might look at them the wrong way and they're like, oh, abuse, you're an abuser. Somebody like that, you know, someone like that. So they're kind of jumping up and they're getting all dramatic over things. And really, the last thing you need right now is that kind of stress around you. So, you know, they're trying to get you to apologize, and maybe you have done some tiny thing. It's probably nothing. It's probably trivial. You might just have to appease them for now until you're kind of back on your feet in all areas of your life. You might just have to say, yes, I'm sorry, whatever. Just get out of my way, please. That sounds terrible, but this isn't something serious. I mean, if you really did have to apologize to someone and you had done something, I would genuinely say, look, come up to them and really genuinely apologize. But at the moment, this person is just over dramatic. This is nothing I'm seeing. This is nothing serious. It might be that you it might be someone you live with. It might be someone, your neighbor or something like that. It might be that you've kind of dropped something on the grass, or it might be something very silly, nothing. You might have parked a little bit over the line or something silly like that. Or you might, if it's inside your house, you might have kind of left something on the table, something really stupid and silly. I'm getting very irritated by this person, but yes, I'm seeing that eventually either you're going to move on or they're going to move on or move out or something. One of you is going to do that. You have a lot of big changes coming up, but you're not going to do any of these things again until you've totally settled down in this new position and you kind of feel more stable and more secure. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, I'm seeing this person, this connection I'm seeing in the Devil card, this kind of on and off friendship, relationship kind of thing. They might be sensing a lot of stress around you at this time. They might be sensing that you're very frustrated in your home life or whatever this is, or you're kind of anticipating this job and you're a bit worried and all of these things. So I'm seeing that what they're doing is they're wanting to be closer to you, but they might be holding back because they feel this stress around you. I'm seeing their instincts could be right, because this really isn't the time to get into anything with this person, and it's not the right time for them to kind of start any kind of relationship with you. So what I'm seeing at this time, they're going to just be kind of holding back. when you want to talk, they might just be texting saying, hey, how are you? Hope you're okay. It's that kind of very, very basic low level of conversation is going to be happening. That's not because they don't like you. They do really like you, but they're sensing that you just don't need any more kind of stress and things, and they're stressing that you're not going to need them to be saying, oh, why didn't you text me? You haven't texted me yesterday. You know, you're just going through a lot of stress, and they know that. And I am seeing actually that, again, once you settle down, you've gotten past the kind of learning process you need to go through, you've in your job for a while, you're financially better off, you're ready, and you're going to move away from this person, or they're going to move away from you, this difficult person, then it might be time to think about, do I want to have this person in a relationship with me or not? The only time that's the best time to really make a decision like that is when your head's very clear, you're stable and you're settled. And I think that person knows that. And they're actually not a bad person to have around you. That's what I'm seeing. It's just that you have to be very careful to fall back, not to fall back into these old patterns.